How's it going? Back for part two of my vinyl update, jazz only. So, if you watched part one and made your way to part two, I appreciate it. Sit back, relax, enjoy. And I'm just gonna run through these records really quickly. So, just got off work. I shoot a couple videos and hit the hay and do it all over again. All right, alternate takes, Clifford Brown. Yeah, love me some Clifford Brown. This is a Blue Note reissue, or just a later issue of kind of like a compilation almost. 1984, and I can't see. Yeah, 1984. I need to get I need to get glasses. I think I need to get my eyes checked, and my memory needs to be recalibrated. So Clifford Brown, alternate takes. This came with a cool Blue Note poster, Blue Note record, and yeah, a nice little addition to getting the record is the poster. So Clifford Brown, alternate takes. Yeah, most were 1953, all these recordings, June 9th, June 20th, and August 28th. So Art Blakey appears on drums, Ken Clark appears on drums, Percy Heath on bass, John Lewis on piano, J.J. Johnson on trombone. Uh, solid lineups, great listen. So Clifford Brown, alternate takes. Got another from Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. This is Buhana's Delight. It's going to on Blue Note. I'm pretty sure this is a reissue. Freddie Hubbard, Wayne Shorter, Curtis Fuller, Cedar Walton, Jimmy Merritt, Art Blakey. I love Art Blakey. Love the Jazz Messengers, and I did not have this one in the collection, so I snagged it and spun it the other day. I absolutely loved it. Can't get enough Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Buhana's Delight on the Blue Note label. Once again, I don't know if I said this, but I'm pretty sure it's a reissue. Smoking That Smoke. Great listen. Okay, and then we got Dexter Gordon, Landslide. Another Blue Note classic. This is 1980, I believe this was reissued. Yeah, 1980. Dexter Gordon. Philly Joe Jones appears, and Lil Bobo on drums. I'm not too familiar with that, but I am familiar with Dexter Gordon. I have a lot of his records in the collection, and definitely happy to pick this one up. I'm the Blue Note, so kind of knew once again what to expect with this record. Ron Carter on bass. Ron Carter's just everywhere. Sonny Clark on piano on side 2. Philly Joe Jones on drums on side 2. Sir Charles Thompson on piano on side 1. So once again, solid lineup, solid release from Dexter Gordon. Landslide. Dexter Gordon. Getting funked up tonight. Introducing Roland Kirk. Excuse me, featuring Ira Sullivan. I think I listened to this one once. I was getting ready for work and I put this on, and I really enjoyed this one. This was a great listen. Roland Kirk, as you can see, the man can fit many a horn in his mouth. He can blow many a sax. So, yeah, I enjoyed this one. I have to listen to this again. But Roland Kirk, featuring Ira Sullivan. This is a reissue on the Chess label from 1984. But once again, if you like that I guess cool jazz, well, not really cool, I guess hard bop, post bop, whatever, we're up their alley. Roland Kirk, Ira Sullivan. Probably between that Andrew Hill record and this record were my two favorite scores. Charles Tolliver and Music Inc., The Ringer. This came out in 75. This is a 75 reissue. I'm pretty sure this was issued in 68, I want to say. But I wasn't familiar with Charles Tolliver. So I picked it up thinking, why not? I'll give it a shot. I think I paid $3-4 for this. I'm so glad I picked it up. Definitely a great fucking jazz record. I mean, Stanley Cowell on piano, Steve Novosel on bass, and Jimmy Hops on drums. I really love this record. This was probably Like I said, it's a tie for my favorite jazz record I've scored in the past couple months, or in a while actually. Charles Tolliver, the Ringer. Um, you know, Charles Tolliver plays the trumpet himself, and I cannot say enough about this record, The Ringer by Charles Tolliver. You see it out there, you don't have it, snag it, and you'll be thanking me later. This one caught my eye. Nexus for Duo and Trio. This is John Clemmer, Carl Burnett, and Bob Magnuson. It's a 2-record set recorded in '79. And at that point in his career, John Clemmer, I have a few John Clemmer records in my collection. Some of them I really don't care for. Some of his earlier work I enjoy. But at this point in his career, he was kind of putting out music that I wasn't too fond of. I wasn't too crazy about. But this just caught me. I guess the subtlety of the album cover kind of caught me. And Nexus for Duo and Trio. I think the title caught me for some reason. I was reading in the gatefold a little bit about it and basically said what I had just said, that it's a little different from what John Clemmer was playing at that period. But I have not listened to this yet. I'm excited to give this a listen because this is it's going to be interesting. Chicago post bebop all night jam sessions. I read that and I thought, oh, I'll snag it up. 2 records, and I might give this a spin tonight. Actually, after this video, I'm gonna set that one aside and give it a taste. I haven't listened to that one yet. Ornette Coleman, Body Meta. I have some Ornette Coleman on CD, but I never found any of his records. As I said in my previous video, jazz records don't turn up too often around here, so when they do, I like to grab them, and I'm glad I grabbed this. Definitely free, very out there, kind of a little bit of everything, kind of like a mixed grab bag with this record. Ornette Coleman, Body Meta. Really enjoyed it though. I mean, I listened to this 3 or 4 times. This was, I guess, free jazz, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Ornette Coleman, Body Meta. I really dug this. 1978. Happy to finally get some Ornette Coleman in the collection. And I also was able to grab Ornette on Tenor by Ornette Coleman. 1966 release on the Atlantic label. Pretty sure this is a reissue as well, but Ornette Coleman, Don Cherry, Jimmy Garrison, Ed Blackwell. I don't think I've listened to this one yet, actually, to be honest with you, but most of the Ornette Coleman that I have, most of it's on CD. Now I have 3 of his records, but I haven't given this one a spin yet. But most of what I've listened to from Ornette Coleman I've enjoyed. And Ornette on tenor, I'm pretty sure he was... I don't think he normally didn't play tenor sax. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to have to give this one a listen again. Or I think I listened once. Maybe I'm not too sure, but... Then I found Something Else, the music of Ornette Coleman. Yeah, Ornette Coleman appears on alto on this record with Don Cherry, Walter Norris, Don Payne, and Billy Higgins. Something Else, the music of Ornette Coleman. Once again, I'm pretty sure this is a reissue, but I am not complaining. I'm happy to have these in the collection. 1958, this was released, I'm pretty sure. 1958. I think this was his first record. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was his first. The first from Ornette Coleman. Definitely brought a new flavor to the jazz scene, and really dig it. Something Else, the music of Ornette Coleman. I'll show this one first. Miles Davis's Four More, recorded live in concert. This is recorded at the Philharmonic Hall at Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts in New York City. Miles Davis's Four More. This was 1964. So there's some classics on here. So What, Walkin', 4, 7 Steps to Heaven. Definitely more upbeat, faster. Miles Davis, obviously on trumpet. Herbie Hancock, George Coleman, Ron Carter, Tony Williams. Definitely seemed more of like a Rush performance, but not in a bad way. Definitely more upbeat. The tempo was it seemed faster, and I really dug it. Miles Davis, Four More, recorded live in concert. 1964. So A great lineup, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. Definitely a different take on some classics. So Miles Davis is four more live in concert, and with that, I also found this the Quintet VSOP. This is basically Miles Davis's group, minus Miles Davis, with Freddie Hubbard brought in. And also, it's Ron Carter, Herbie Hancock, Freddie Hubbard, Wayne Shorter, and Tony Williams on drums. Love me some Tony Williams on drums. And this, I haven't given this one a spun yet, but this was a live 2 record set recorded in University of California, Berkeley in '77, and the San Diego Civic Theater in '77. So I'm excited to give this a listen. I'm not too sure what to expect with Freddie Hubbard on board, but I'm sure it shouldn't be. It should be a good listen. I shouldn't be disappointed. So the Quintet VSOP. Found some more Coltrane for the collection. Ascension. It's on the Impulse label. Once again, a reissue reissue. Recorded in 1965. Such an amazing lineup on this. John Coltrane, Elvin Jones, Freddie Hubbard, Marion Brown, McCoy Tyner, Archie Shepp, Pharoah Sanders appear, Dewey Johnson, Ascension by John Coltrane. This record, I listened to this a couple times. Very complex, a lot different from the Coltrane I have in my collection. A little bit different, a little more complex, and kind of took me a while to wrap my mind around what was going on this record. But I loved it, and happy to snag this Ascension by John Coltrane. Once again, Ascension was a lot different than the Coltrane I was familiar with. So, last but not least, Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers with Thelonious Monk. Thelonious Monk on piano, absolutely beautiful. This is once again like the second edition of the Jazz Messengers. So Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers with Thelonious Monk on the Atlantic label. Once again, a reissue, I'm sure. Pretty sure. Highly recommended. Would definitely grab it. Any jazz fan should enjoy this record. Thelonious Monk and Art Blakey. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. So that's it, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in, sticking with me. That's all the records I have to show for a while. So hopefully I'll see you sooner than later. My oven's beeping, so my food should be ready. Hopefully I'll be back sooner than later. It's been fun making these videos, and it's been a while. I've been kind of out of the swing of things. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Be good to yourselves. Stay warm, but stay cool. Keep digging, keep spinning, and as always, we'll talk soon.